Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 2 in my build series for an end table for my daughter. In the previous episode, I glued these boards together. Now I'm running them through the planer. Ultimately, I'll be gluing both sets together to form the top. I'm happy to say the Punisher has made an appearance in this episode. In this step, I will be squaring up the edges of both pieces before they're glued together. The blue tape you see on this panel, I use to designate which would be the top side and which would be the bottom side. So after all that, these boards fit together perfectly. In this step, I'll be running some boards through my table saw to come up with these 1-inch strips. These strips will be used on the underside to keep the tabletop from warping over time. It also gives a base or an assistance so I can make this top look thicker with a mitered piece around the edge. I will pre-drill holes so it doesn't split, and then I'll attach these to the underside with screws and glue. These are the last series of screws that will be put in before we move on to the next step. I don't like the look of the end grain showing for a tabletop, so I like to get a picture frame mitered at all corners to give it a nice clean look. This is the final piece of that trim piece to be installed around the edge. Everything's been allowed to dry for 24 hours. Now I'm moving to the next step of creating this rim that I'll be attaching my legs to. And off camera, I've planed down the boards, cut them to size, even already drilled the pilot or the Craig holes, pocket holes, into each piece. So in this step, I'll be fastening this rim to the bottom of the tabletop. After the legs are installed, there will be a second level to this table that I'll have to work on later on, so stay tuned. I shot a few 18 gauge 1.5" brad nails in these just to hold them in place until I got all of those pocket holes, pocket screws installed. So this about ends episode 2. More to follow. And Samantha, I hope you enjoyed it. There's more to come. Thanks for watching.